Oh, hi, Potter Runner. What brings you here? Oh, hi. Well, I'm here to see you review it. You see, I was floating about your subconscious reading your fanfic when I saw a new thought pop up to review the Goblet of Fire. And being the huge Harry Potter fan that we are, I decided to come and watch. I'm not doing a review of the Goblet of Fire. I'm doing a review of the Gauntlet of Fire. Although I can understand that you got confused, it's a huge mess up there. I really should get someone to clean that up. Anyway, do you know how long it would take me to make a review of Harry Potter 4? About 10 minutes? Because it's awesome? Yeah, that sounds about right. This was a lot less weird in my head.
Thanks for being my basket holder, Spike.
Basket holder? I thought I was your bodyguard.
Bodyguard? Last time the two of you went looking for gems, she got kidnapped by diamond dogs and made it out by herself without a hair out of place. See?
Spike! You'll wake the bats! Turn that off!
I can't!
What's with that? Do those caves have like a nuclear reactor above them or something? How could such a thing pass unnoticed? Oh. Right.
I'm so glad you two could come.
Of course. We so rarely get a chance to relax and just visit.
There's usually some crisis we have to deal with.
Little is known about dragon culture, but this is a phenomenon we've seen before. It is the call of the Dragon Lord.
A Dragon Lord? This should be interesting. And if it really does call all the dragons, then I guess we're going to see that teen dragon again that wanted to squish the phoenix eggs.
You bastard!
The only way to end the summons is to answer it. You must journey to the Dragonlands and see what is expected of you.
Thanks for those pearls of wisdom, Luna. And actually, there's something I didn't notice when Luna first spoke because I was too busy laughing my head off. But does she sound different to any of you? I don't know, she just sounds more confident or something.
But the Dragonlands are full of dragons!
Well done, Rarity. You're a certified dragon expert now. Here.
Remember that rotten garble?
How could I forget? He would have burnt us to a crisp if you weren't there.
And you said that you thought you were her bodyguard?
Oh my goodness, I'd love to. We are sadly lacking any information on dragon culture and customs. I could research them, maybe even write an article. This could be my chance to make a great contribution to the knowledge of Equestria.
Even Celestia thinks that's ridiculous. Although that doesn't really follow Celestia's character. I think in this case, Celestia would usually humor Twilight and just smile or something.
Be very careful. The Dragonlands are particularly dangerous for ponies. It would be wise to be discreet.
Can't we get you a mastermind special subject of bleeding obvious?
I think they remember from last time, Celestia. And I now give you Tabitha's imitation of a police siren.
I'm sure I still have the dragon costume we used the last time we snuck into the Dragonland. Well, it may be practical, but this disguise isn't flattering in the slightest. It's not supposed to be flattering. It's supposed to blend in. Shh.
Spike's right. Be quiet. It's a good thing that those dragons didn't notice the talking rock.
I don't like you.
Good, because no one likes you either.
Hey! That's my rock!
Well, this certainly seems familiar.
Hiya! Try it, punk. He's mine. All mine!
Agree with me!
Up until this point, I thought that he might have been a mature and wise Dragon Lord, and it didn't last long. He's just the most popular kid on the playground.
This is fascinating.
Twilight.
It is time for me to step down. Sad, I know.
Maybe you aren't that popular.
To compete for the throne in the Gauntlet of Fire!
Goblet of Fire? No.
Whomever has the strength and fortitude to retrieve this bloodstone scepter from the heart of the Flame Kano
I'm sorry, but I really couldn't resist.
Will be crowned Lord of the Dragons!
I'm just guessing at this point, but Spike's going to win somehow, isn't he? Although, that would make things a bit interesting. It would be an opportunity for ponies and dragons to make peace, like with Yakistan. But that would separate Twilight and Spike. Congratulations, Spike. The crystal effect has worn off. No, wait, that's something else.
We are learning so much!
I'm going to make a meme out of this face and stick it on Meme Center. I really can't resist. I hope I'm not the only one who found that sneeze adorable.
The gauntlet is dangerous, for I designed it myself.
If that's true, then who was the Dragon Lord before you? Were you the first? I don't really think so. Or was there just a different process to becoming Dragon Lord before you became, well, Dragon Lord? Or does each new Dragon Lord just make their own scepter for when their role is over? I hope you really write that book, Twilight.
I don't want to be Dragon Lord or Dragon Toast, and I stopped glowing, so let's sneak out of here.
I love it when Spike makes sense.
Very well, little dragon. I release you.
Thank you, and thank you.
So much will spawn from that one tiny wink.
When I become Dragon Lord, I will make burps an official greeting.
Ha! You? Please. When I win, I will pillage Equestria for all their pillows. Why should these ponies be comfortable while we sleep on rocks?
That's nothing. When I'm in charge, the first thing I'll do is get revenge on those puny ponies. They'll regret they ever crossed Garble. We'll take whatever we want from Equestria and burn the rest.
Maybe having Spike as Dragon Lord wouldn't be that bad.
There's only one thing to do, and only I can do it. I have to win the Gauntlet of Fire!
Look at Spike being all responsible. Spike's all grown up, saving Equestria from dragon politics. Good thing that there aren't any dragons around to see you two. Oh wait.
It's the only way to protect Equestria from the dragons. You heard them. They have horrible plans for ponies if they win.
You're right, Spike. You have to win. For the pillows. Never thought I'd say that.
There has to be another way. It's too dangerous. Besides, if you win, you'd have to stay here.
Ah, the pressure is intolerable. I can hardly keep it in.
I know, but there's no other way to keep my friends safe.
Aww. I don't think that all these dragons wearing armor get the point of this trial. Wearing armor is a smart move, and yet, Torch said that being smart wasn't important. And here's another thing. Torch did not allow his daughter to compete because he thought she was too small. But she's the same size as quite a few of these dragons. Just saying. That's the second time that the animators have focused on that dragon. I wonder who it could be. I wonder if they'll be important to the story. That's irony. I'm sorry, but I really can't help it. It's just too easy. Okay, Spike isn't supposed to be a very strong dragon, right? He said it himself. And yet, he managed to bring that dragon to the surface and then bring it to shore. A dragon that happens to be twice his size and is wearing a full set of golden armor, no less. Now, I know things are supposed to weigh less when they're in the water, but this is pushing it. It's Ember. What a shock.
Dragons don't do friends.
I wonder how this is going to end.
I'll show him and every dragon who thinks I'm just some little princess. There are better things than being big and strong.
Well said, Ember.
Haha! Knew you'd do it.
I don't really like to swear. Basil, would you like to do it?
You bastard!
I'm sorry for making the same joke twice, but I feel in this case, saying it once wasn't really enough. if you can't see the eyes staring at you out of the bush, buy some glasses.
You kinda look like...
Yep, he definitely needs glasses. Oh, hey Torch, this guy just looked at your daughter. Roast him. Sure, he didn't know who she was, but that's just a technicality at this point.
I'm funny.
No, you're an insult to funny people.
Why did you cover for me? You could have had one less competitor.
I could ask you the same thing.
Touché, Spike. Now, just a side note, I would usually say touché, but otherwise I feared that you wouldn't understand what I was saying, so touché. Wilhelm scream!
Her behavior does seem contradictory to everything I've noted about dragons so far.
Again with taking notes. Don't you think you have a more pressing issue to deal with? And please don't tell me that's supposed to be Spike on the cover.
I've thought about it, and your plan makes sense. Let's do it.
Yay! She smiled.
Just so you know, this doesn't mean we're gonna pick flowers or exchange necklaces or whatever pony friends do.
Isn't he adorable? And anyway, trading necklaces is Pinky and Maud's thing. Not all ponies do that.
Good luck. We'll meet you at the top.
I still can't believe that not a single dragon has noticed them yet. I may be going on about it, but... Twilight! Why aren't you hiding? At least Rarity's trying to stay out of sight.
I think we go through there.
Are you sure? After all, there is one entrance to the cave where you saw the scepter go. Are you sure that's the right way to go? After seeing several dragons go in. Are you really sure?
Listen, Spike, I wouldn't have made it this far without you. So I guess, if you want to, we could keep working together.
I think somebody's starting to like the whole teamwork thing. Ha! Idiot. Wow, they're pretty agile.
Never did learn to mind your surroundings.
There's no way you can win.
About us? Bah, that tunnel was cake.
Wait, how did you two get through?
I was wondering exactly the same thing.
Rarity!
Oh, thanks, Spike!
It was nothing.
Spike's really doing a lot of saving in this episode. It's nice to see him doing the saving for once. And it looks like you do need a bodyguard, Rarity. Spike, I apologize for the comment I made at the very beginning of this video, but I won't remove it.
Because we were only helping each other get through the tunnel, and now we're through the tunnel, so that's it.
Oh, come on, Ember. Haven't you learned anything yet? You do count Spike as that person. You're just too busy acting like the tough dragon you think you want to be to see it. Ah, don't worry, Spike. She'll understand in a few minutes' time.
She saved me, even when she didn't have to. I don't care what she says. That makes us friends.
I really like Spike this season. He's confident, brave, not annoying, helpful. I guess there is hope after all. I hate you.
And I'm not losing to a puny pony-loving dragon like you!
But you will, Garble, because Spike is better than you, and smarter than you, and he has Twilight and Rarity on his side, and maybe Amber. And I just saw something. Shouldn't there be a minimum age for becoming Dragon Lord? And speaking of age, shouldn't they do this ahead of time? I mean, sure, it can't be as complicated as running Equestria, but surely there are some subtleties to it. Just letting a dragon come and just wing it is a bad idea. And you should be ashamed of yourself for making me do that wing it pun. We all get it, and it's an awful pun.
Why did you save me? That's what friends do.
I have no idea what just happened. I'm only doing this because there are similarities, so don't go crazy, okay?
Thanks. I'm sick and tired of you two helping each other!
That's because deep down you're jealous, aren't you, Garble? Aww, look at their little faces. They're so adorable.
Dragon Lord Spike.
In your face, Garble. That's right. Kneel before him. Although he doesn't look nearly as upset as he should be, considering the fact that he's just lost a chance to become the ruler of all the dragons. And to someone he hates. Gosh, I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Well, you'll have at least one friend here, too. What are you doing?
It's called a hug.
Oh, I don't know if I like it, but okay.
Aww.
Hugs!
You did well, Spike.
He did more than well, Twilight. He just saved Equestria from a war against the dragons. I think you aren't giving Spike enough credit here.
Plus, Ember said I could write to her anytime I had questions about dragon culture. With this much information, I'll be able to write a whole book on dragons.
It, looks like you already have, Twilight. So, that was episode 5 of season 6. Now, I realized in the reactions to the first 2 episodes and episode 4, I was missing a short conclusion / synopsis at the end to sum everything up. So, I'll try and remember to do those from now on. So, in all, it was a pretty good episode, I think. I mean, I like Spike in season 6. He's really helpful. He's not like he used to be, like in other episodes where he just like go and do stuff, like when Owlicious first appears. None of that. He seems like a responsible dragon now. And I like Ember, a new character. That's interesting. There's a lot of potential there. Dragon Lord and all. It could be very interesting. So that was it for my review of Season 6, Episode 5. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. This is World Runner signing off.